Hey there, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Appreciate you stopping by. At this channel, we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. So, I like to start with a conversation starter from Spirit. And let's jump right in and see what we get. And ooh, you have the Wheel of Fortune, Taurus. Things are starting to roll in a new direction for you. It looks like you're going to be on a hot pursuit of good stuff. Take a look at that. We've got the butterfly in the front, which denotes transformation in the physical plane. We've got this wheel spinning around, but it's pushing off a rainbow. People are cheering as the guy's chasing down the road, and we have the dog. The dog represents loyalty, represents friendship, represents lots of things. You know what I'm going to do here? See if this works. Let's just see. I did not do this for Aries, but I would like to put that up there so you can see it the whole time. All right, here we go. Just making up stuff as I go along. So Taurus, this moon is starting out in the 7th house for you. Kind of made me start singing that Age of Aquarius song, right? But that's kind of a difficult aspect. There's a lot of tension when it's in opposition like that in the 7th house. And the 7th house represents your partnerships. It represents it could be business partnerships, it could be personal partnerships, personal relationships, so it's one-on-one things. And so with the moon there in opposition, there's some kind of a transformation starting to occur there. We have the moon is in Scorpio, which is a water sign, which is nice. Earth sign gets along great with water sign, but it's to remind you, whoa, to look for the beauty in things, to really look for the beauty in things. And so just as a reminder, your sun sign is how you feel inside. And your moon sign is how you react to the world around you. And your rising sign is how you interact with the world. And so it's your personality, sort of. It's what the world sees. And so right here, the beauty is in the alchemy. You have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. So we are in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. People will say don't start something new. But the Wheel of Fortune is turning, and it's not retrograde yet. So if there's something that you've been thinking about, which technically isn't starting new, but you need to take a couple steps, go ahead. I think it's okay to do that. I think these Mercury retrogrades this year, they're in the water signs, and I think they're going to affect the water signs a lot more than they're going to affect other signs. And I also think of it as, I think Mercury retrograde kind of gets a bad rap. I really think it's more like an opportunity to step back and take a look at what's happened over the last 4 months and do a little reevaluating, reviewing, re-editing. Okay, editing, that doesn't start with an R. But it's all the re-words, right? Reworking. And so maybe, you have the Midas touch on whatever this is. So kind of take a look at what you're doing. Review. I would get into the details because with us in the shadow period, it's good just to take a double check, take a double look, right? Because then on Monday at 4:19 in the afternoon, it moves into Sagittarius, and that's in your 8th house of transformation. And so changes are coming, but look, there's resilience in these changes. She's carrying something that everybody thought was dead, but instead there's growth. So a lot of growth with that. And from this change, this transformation, you're going to acquire wisdom. What are you reaching for? What do you want to have happen? So as that wheel is turning in your favor, there's growth, there's wisdom, and don't forget to be grateful. Don't forget to be grateful for what's coming down the road for you, right? And so here's a real opportunity to transform your life in a way that really works for you. And you are being led to find sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. So this wisdom, the knowledge that you're gaining from this transformation, this wheel that's turning, this energy is getting to know your higher self. Listening to your gut, following your intuition. I'm pretty sure when that wheel took off running, the guy looks like he was changing a tire at work. And he could have been mad about it, but instead he decided to go out there and have fun with it. And look, it transformed everybody's life. There's joy being found everywhere. And so sometimes the transformation and the wisdom comes from finding the peace and the joy in the small moments that, you know, kind of, if they're not what you planned, but they end up being something that really brings a sense of joy and satisfaction to you. And then on Thursday, the moon moves into Capricorn. Capricorn is about overcoming obstacles, and it is in your 9th house of research and higher knowledge and spiritual transformation. And so again, with the spiritual thing, and so I think whatever has been going on with you, and there's definitely been something for a few months, that I think really getting in touch with your inner self and understanding that you are protected. You are a protected child of God. And you are loved and you are being guided, even though at times it feels like you're out there on your own. You're really not. And I think sometimes you really feel very resistant. Like, I know what I have to do and I'm going to get this done. You've set your goals, Taurus. You have the uncanny ability to say, this is my target, I'm going to get there, and nothing is going to get in my way or stop me. And you start pushing forward, and guess what? You always get there. You push through the resistance. And so I think now the resistance that you need to be pushing through is your inner resistance that you got from, from listening to your gut. Like, the facts and the figures and the information can be there, but opening up and allowing source to come in and really paying attention to what you're being taught and how you're being led and guided is not easy, but it's so great when you do. And so you're being encouraged to open the gateways of your garden. And this means opening up your mind actually to spirituality. That's what this one is about. And so lots of emphasis on that for you, Taurus. And Taurus, you are represented in the tarot by the High Priest. That's the card. You have this innate spiritual wisdom that you get here, and you're just like so focused on creating stability for yourself and the people that you love that sometimes you forget to also be in contact with Source. And I think you're really being asked to remember to reach for that higher wisdom and that higher knowledge, and to take the time to do that. Okay. Especially for you, Taurus, we're going to have a little conversation about Friday. So Friday, the Venus, which rules Taurus, is in a square with Uranus, which is at the last degrees of Aries and getting ready to move into Taurus. And so there's going to be a little tension maybe about love or money, because that is the thing that Venus rules, love and money. Taurus, so Taurus is about the money, and Libra is about the love. But because this is moving on Saturday into Aquarius, which is in your 10th house of career, and you're coming out of the partnerships, it could be either for you. So just a little heads up on there. Maybe you're going to need to pack a little patience for Friday. And you're going to need to surrender to the events that are happening. So maybe something's happening and you don't think it's a good thing. But remember, when this wheel got away from him, he probably didn't think it was a good thing and decided to just go with it, right? He surrendered to it and decided to enjoy the moment. So when something happens over the weekend or leading into the weekend that makes you a little uncomfortable and you're like, oh my gosh, this is just messing with my timetable or whatever, stop for a minute, take a look around and look for the joy in it, so that you can release the anxiety and you can just surrender to the joy of the moment and finding joy in the small, unexpected things that happen that, would otherwise feel very stressful. And it's in the moments, the small moments of our life, that we find the joys. And so that's how you can increase the joy in your life. And so for guidance on that, you have Oceana, take action. You are in touch with your truth in the situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. So here we are again with you seeking that higher knowledge, listening to your gut, listening to your inner wisdom, your inner knowing, surrendering to it. You can really, really, really change your life by listening to your gut this week on whatever is going on, because that wheel is just rolling, right? And there's something definitely happening here, and I've been watching you, Taurus, and you've been like sitting on go for some major decision for quite a while now. in the last few weeks, I've been seeing movement moving forward, and now we've got the wheel going, and so it definitely looks like there's things moving forward, and so it looks good. Let's get you a color card and see where it takes you. You actually get 2. Your choice. Improve your vision. That's the indigo. The third eye. That's again about intuition. And and tangerine, be spontaneous and have fun. So yes, everything we've just talked about. So you can pick which one you want to do. Have some fun this week. Look for the fun in it and listen to your gut. Listen to your gut. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I know you know that. Right? That's Taurus. Like, yeah, no, I know. I'm not wrong. So, all right. We will see you back here next week. Thank you so much. If you want to give me a thumbs up or leave me a comment, I read all the comments and I'd be happy to answer them. And thank you so much for helping me grow my channel. I really appreciate you, Taurus. You probably watch more of my videos than anybody. I don't know why, but I appreciate it. You guys take care, and I will talk to you soon.